What up, YouTube? Stevie Knight here, Night Talk-ish. This video says why Myron will never choose monogamy. And I don't give a why Myron will never choose monogamy. This video was not about that. I just know he's about to say some that is going to be a detriment to men. And that's why I'm making this video, bro. I ain't even got to see it, but I know some bullshit about to be spewed. And, you know, one of my main themes, my main objective with this channel is to help the fellas out, even more so now, more than ever at this point. So, you know, hopefully he proved me wrong, dog. You know what I'm saying? I would like to hear a compelling argument. I could probably guess what he about to say. You feel me? But, let's get into it. Drip shop, StevieKnight.com. I got 99 problem being the man they won. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Make sure you're still subscribed if you think you're subscribed. And let's get into it.
Do you guys see yourself choosing monogamy? Maybe not like an official marriage to the state, but like, do you see yourself choosing monogamy and settling down with one girl at some point? Not today.
So to just bring up some more light to his point,
Oh, Lord.
here's a method to the madness. Means for example, in this case, yes, dating multiple girls has its issues. However, the main point is if you don't have, you know what, let's use common sense here. If you don't date multiple girls, how are you gonna know who's best for you and what's good for you as a man? You won't know. So ultimately, you need that experience. And secondly, for me personally, I think where I've been through multiple girls, been through lifestyle, all that stuff, that maybe one day I could consider it, but right now where I'm at, no. However, I made a choice with this right now. Versus most guys, they don't have a choice.
You're doing it out of intention. You're being intentful with it.
Intentional willpower.
It's a decision.
But most guys, they don't have that. So you know what? I'll just take whatever I can get. That's the issue.
I'm not mad at what Fresh was talking about. It's just that the variable in what he's saying is that, you know, your status as a man. Money means a lot. When you have a motherfucker like Fresh saying that he can pretty much have his, you know, pick of the litter, which is cap. He can't have his pick of the litter. He can have his pick of the litter amongst a certain group of women. Not the ones that all you want to wife up. But at the end of the day, he does have his selection of women because of whom he is. And you know what I'm saying? That is the conundrum. You know what I'm saying? Men have to be able to separate themselves amongst the the pack. You feel me? Most men can't do that, dog. But for those men who can separate themselves amongst the pack and do have options, it would behoove you to explore your options somewhere at some point in your life and don't just get tied down to the first motherfucker to come around, dog. Because you're always gonna be back in your mind thinking about, you know, what if. Right, you got to get that shit somewhat out your system. There's no such thing as getting it entirely out your system. It doesn't exist. But you need to dibble and dabble somewhat to know what the fuck it is, bro. Because your man, at the end of the day, there are extreme cases to that. There are outliers to that where they just know. You feel me? I've ran into a handful of those men my whole life, you know, coming up when I was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, where these young ass men knew who they wanted to be with, what they wanted to do. They didn't have time for the fuck shit. And I respect them and commend the hell out of them knowing how a man is wired, especially at certain ages. And you have enough self-control and discipline to confine yourself to one woman for the long haul just because of your relationship with God or just your fortitude about how a relationship's supposed to go. You feel me? Most men don't live in that world, especially men with options. Most men with options explore those options, dog. So you need to explore those options somewhat to get experience, to know what the fuck you diving into. You know what I'm saying? But there are cons to that, bro, because you out here dibbling dabbling with the bullshit. You may miss out on a good thing because of your need to go out there and, you know what I'm saying, slaying dick for a little bit. It'll come with the territory, bro. It's give and take, right? But yeah, I gotta agree with Fresh on that, dog. It's just crazy that Fresh is one of these people out here who has options in any capacity, bro.
So the question is, would I be monogamous or settle down?
Is that something? Obviously, that's not something you force. I know you're smarter than that, but is that something you're open to down the line?
Fuck no. And the reason why is because monogamy a lot of the times, just not all the time, but for most men, it's gonna weaken you. The girl's gonna have leverage. She's gonna be like, oh, I'm his only source of sex. Like a lot of the times, when women start to get leverage in relationships, like they're your only source of sex, they're your only source of intimacy or whatever, that's when they start, oh, you're not getting none tonight. Or they start to pull back or whatever. And to keep women on their toes and to keep them actually aroused by you, which I know this is terrible, toxic boy advice, whatever the fuck they want to say, but you have to have multiple women for her to act right. Because when she knows she could be replaced, she's going to be on point. And unfortunately for women, since they're hypergamous and they need to always feel like they got the best deal, the only way that they're sure that they got the best deal all the time is that constant pre-selection, that constant social pressure, that constant want from other women makes them realize, damn, okay, I am with the best guy. And she don't got time to hoe around or do stupid stuff when she's chasing your validation, because other girls will go ahead and take her place.
Put Myron aside, dog. It's terrible information just based on what the fuck you're saying, dog. First off, he asked Myron, would you do it? Myron said he wouldn't do it, but he didn't explain why he wouldn't do it. He explained why it's not good for most men to do it because of the leverage women get on the average man. As a man, that should be one of your motivations, is to place yourself in a position where no one can out-leverage you in any capacity, let alone a woman. Providing the experience of your regular dude is irrelevant, dog. That's why regular dudes find themselves in the positions that they're in, because they have to take what they can get. But the goal should be to not be out here taking what you can get. It should be going out here getting what you want. Not even on no ego, no, I am boss type shit. It's just that if you're taking care of business as a man, you feel me? Business-wise, relationship-wise, doing what a man's supposed to do, doing the right thing, distinguishing yourself from the rest. She not going nowhere regardless, dog. You feel me? Like this whole mind state, or this whole situation he's describing, where the women need to feel like they're pressured or at risk of losing their man because of competition. That is an unhealthy position to place a woman in. She's not gonna feel safe, right? If you're in a relationship with somebody, she need to be safe. She needs to feel safe with you mentally, emotionally, physically, all that shit, bro. And if she feels like someone can just pull up and take you at the drop of a fucking hat, that's not a healthy situation for her to be in. If you're gonna be with somebody, be with somebody. You feel me? And just you being the best man to her, be an example of what a man's supposed to be. That's a miracle in itself, bro. A man with options, with money, with status, with everything, that decides to commit himself with a woman, like wholeheartedly, where she can trust this motherfucker without worrying about anything. Bruh, that's a miracle, bro. That's a unicorn. You feel me? So just you being the best man to her, you know, hopefully you're with the right kind of woman. But the right kind of woman that comes across that type of man ain't going nowhere. There's nothing any man can do to take this woman away if she's the right woman and you're doing what you're supposed to do as a man. The shit he's talking about is toxic ass relationships that's going to fuck you up in the process, where you're going to have women scorned, women feeling pressured, women feeling threatened, always compete, worry about another bitch and shit. That's self-sabotage. That's relationship sabotage. You asking for the smoke. You want to just go out here and slang dick around and be on your fucking Genghis Khan shit and have all the hoes and feel like you the fucking man and do that. But the shelf life to that shit is short, because at the end of the day, companionship is all that fucking matters. Someone is going to be riding there for you. You feel me? I know the red pill shit wants to perpetuate this narrative about like if she wouldn't fuck with you if you ain't had nothing. Bro, the goal is for her to fuck with you for you, where she knows enough about you to know if you lost it all, she got enough confidence in you for you to get it back. And at the same time, you getting it back, she can hold it down for you while you getting it back. That's the goddamn goal. And if you out here with some shit like this, with an attitude like this, with a perspective like this, you're going to miss out on these types of women. Right? These women are damn near non-existent. But if you're moving the way a man's supposed to move, with money, with clout, with status, and you're doing the right thing, you're making the right decisions, you're being the man you're supposed to be, you are a unicorn too. You're hard to come across too. You feel me? So you don't want to waste your time with bitches that don't matter. Any woman out here that's going to volunteer to be in a fucking polygamous relationship because of who you are and what you have to offer is a bitch that don't matter.
She don't got time to hoe around or do stupid stuff when she's chasing your validation, because other girls will go ahead and take her place.
It shouldn't be I'm threatening for these other hoes. It should be I'm going to lose this motherfucker, and I'm not going to lose this motherfucker. And that's how it is when women, if you really got a woman As a man, if you got a woman, you got the hooks in a woman, bro. There's nothing. She's not going. Women don't live in this fucking world where they threatened by other hoes. Women threatened by other hoes are not the hoes you need to be with. That's not women you take serious. You know what I'm saying? A real woman, they're focused on that man. So she gonna come correct. She gonna do what she supposed to do because she want to make you happy. Because she want to do the right thing. She want to make you feel like a king. Not just because she want to outperform the other hoes. She not worried about the other hoes because she got all the confidence in you. And a real man gonna make her woman feel confident.
Sounds terrible, but women are only satisfied and happy with a man when they know that they got the best guy. And what better example of them having the best guy than other women wanting him and him having other women in place.
And also,
he has it backwards. He's right to a certain extent where she needs to know that she's with the best man, but she's gonna know that she is with the best man by how that man treats her in a relationship, not because other bitches want him. I mean, that's icing on the cake. That does have an effect on her psyche, but it's irrelevant though. It's just icing on the cake. Yeah, my man is a shit and other bitches want him, so she knows she winning. But bruh could be the fucking man doing every fucking thing, and she not worried about other hoes wanting him because her eyes just focus on him. That should be the goal, bro. Like, you being the fucking best partner to this woman ever. Right? Can't nobody outperform you. Can't nobody make her feel better than you make her feel. And once you've done that, it's raps. It's dangerous though. And then you got to do that shit with some tact defensively, right? You can't be giving your all to everybody. And that's why you need to go out here and experience women to know who you should be giving that energy towards, man. But the goal is to find someone at the end of the day. And if you're gonna find someone to be with, they need to see that version of yourself, the best version of yourself. But you know, it's 2024, bro. That's a whole different conversation about, you know, trying to find people worthy of getting that side of you, right? Anyway, let's go.
And you know, Future always said it famously in a song, "Bitch, don't get too comfortable." I tell guys that all the time. Once your girl starts getting comfortable, that's when the disrespect comes in. So you have two options. You can either A, do what I call passive demonstrations of higher value, having other women, which kind of checks her for you, or you can sit there and constantly have to check her all the time, like, yo, who the fuck are you talking to, etc. Because women really get turned on by guys that can tell them shut up or who are you talking to, or whatever, because they're always going to get out of line at some point.
There's truth to that, but that's toxic. That should not be a regular occurrence within a relationship. You shouldn't have to fucking check your bitch to tell her. She should know you what the fuck. She should know the boundaries and not cross those boundaries because of who the fuck you are, dog. Like, if you got women out here talking to you crazy or whatnot, that says a lot more about you than it says about them. You feel me? So you gotta look in the mirror and come to grips with what type of man you are and fix your shortcomings. And what did he say? He said the future shit, like, once a bitch gets too comfortable, a woman's never gonna get, well, the way he's explaining it, the way I perceive that to be, a bitch getting comfortable, don't give a fuck no more, and she's not doing what she was doing before, right? And she just think your ass ain't going no fucking where. She thinks she got you. That says more about you than it says about them, right? So this whole thing about you need to go out here and make her jealous and fuck with the women or whatnot, no, that ain't the case. If she getting too comfortable, that means you doing something wrong, right? That means you ain't making her feel the way she needs to feel no more, bro. She looking at you as weak. She's not worried about her appearance anymore. Maybe she burping around you, farting around you. She ain't fucking washing dishes no more. She ain't cooking around you. That means she got you. And that means you need to check yourself. Something about me is making her feel comfortable doing that. So I got to fix this shit. All right? Going out here trying to make her jealous for other hoes, dog. You might as well just say, sign her to that relationship, cut that shit off, and just go throw yourself back into the fucking dating pool and get it popping. You know what I mean? It's never on the woman, bro. It's on the man, dog. Real shit. Real shit, dog. If women get comfortable, that's on you. Right? Of course you got like your outliers and shit, like cheating, for example. If a woman cheats, majority of the time it's because the man is not doing what the fuck he's supposed to be doing. Right, you do got your one-offs where a bitch is just a thought and she need to go get other dick and whatever the fuck. But most women that are wrapped up in that man, they're not going to explore other physical, emotional options because they are tied to that man. Women are emotional, right? So the majority of the time, if a woman acts up in any capacity, it's due to something that the man is doing wrong. So that's an indicator for you to look in the mirror and realize what the fuck is up. You cut her. Don't worry about her no more, but fix your shit. So next time someone come around, you can be most solid and not have to worry about this shit.
You can either A, do what I call passive demonstrations of higher value, having other women, which kind of checks her for you, or you can sit there and constantly have to check her all the time, like, yo, who the fuck are you talking to, etc. Because women really get turned on by guys that can tell them shut up or who are you talking to or whatever, because they're always going to get out of line at some point. And
for this to work, the man has to follow his program. He can't follow her program. Her program is going to be only me. Whenever I say, you get it.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of women are, as fucking terrorists. You don't sit there and negotiate with them like, oh, I think this. No, this is how it is. And the thing is that that's what women want. Women don't want a equal partner. No, they want a fucking dictator. That's what no one will admit. Chicks want a dictator. 50 Shades of Grey. You think Christian Grey sitting there, how do you feel about this? What's your opinion on this? Get the fuck out of here, man.
No, that's not a relationship, bro. 50 Shades of Grey is not a relationship. Dictatorships are not relationships, bro. It's not a relationship. Well, not the most optimal relationship, bro. Yeah, I mean, like, keep it. What? Come on, bro. Dictatorship, bro. Like, nah, real shit. He means a woman wants her man to be a leader, right? But a nuclear family functioning at its highest capacity, bro. Like, the man is going to take counsel from his woman, somewhat. The woman or the man's gonna take counsel from his woman, period, bro. Because if she's good enough to be your woman, she's good enough to motherfucking say some shit, bro. You want a slave? That's what it comes down to. They be trying to promote this slave talk, like, you know, I'm the king. Don't say shit. Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real, bro. The head, the man is the head, has the crown. But a queen is the neck. You feel me? That's how it's supposed to be. Like, she gonna have your back, bro. She gonna fucking watch your blind spots and all that. No matter how much you think you got your shit under control, bro. Like, if a woman is really down for you and she puts your best interest first, bro, she gonna put you first regardless, whether or not you want it. Whether or not you want that extra set of eyes, that extra security, bro. That's how fucking down she is, bro. And then she gonna fucking help you out when you least expect it. When you think you got it all under control. When you think you've seen everything, bro. She like, no. You know what I'm saying? A real woman gonna fucking let you know, bro. And this fucking fresh and fit red pill shit, you gonna miss out on these types of women, bro. Like, a fucking slave bitch ain't gonna fucking tell you nothing. The bitch is worried about what you can give her. Financially, ain't gonna tell you nothing. The bitch is worried about other bitches getting you, ain't gonna tell you shit, bro. They don't give a fuck. It's gonna fuck about you because of who you are and the status you got and how they can eat from you. You know what I'm saying? But if a woman out here really in love with your mind and really in love with who the fuck you are, you know what I'm saying? And it takes you being successful for a woman to get there, yes. The status got to be there. The money got to be there. The status got to be there. Like, enough has to be there for her to feel secure to be with you. You got to fucking get her through that door initially. But once she tap into that brain and find out who the fuck you are and know why you got all your shit, like I said before, you can lose everything and get it right back. That's why she not going no fucking where. You feel me? That's real. This is cupcake comic book bullshit. This ain't real life. Right? And these motherfuckers is out here swaying men in the wrong direction when dating is as hard as it is right now. All this does is just perpetuate the problem and go on, keep men and women single, dog, because you're not fucking with each other, bro. It's all about what I can get off of you as opposed to who the fuck you are and how we can create together. You feel me? Anyway, this video's gotten way too long, dog. I don't even think I need to see the rest of this shit. I said I was gonna stop. The whole monogamous shit too, like his reasonings for not doing it. So, like, unimportant, bro. But like monogamy is stability, is predictability, is accountability, is expectation, it's normality and shit, bro. You introduce other people into your shit, bro. That's just adds more chaos. You know what I'm saying? And in order to be the best version of yourself, in order to be on top of business, in order to keep creating, in order to fucking keep bossing up, stability is required, bro. You can't keep changing shit. You got to stay the course, and you got all these different personalities and different women to be involved with and give your attention to money to throttle you down, bro. That's counterproductive for a motherfucker like Myron or whoever the hell it is out here trying to, like, you know, be out here doing something. You feel me? With the platform Fresh and Fit got, bro, you got 7 hoes. Where all the most powerful men have one motherfucker holding them down. You know what I'm saying? And not a dumbass either. They're not idiots. And they're not, I mean, Trump got the fucking Playboy bunny, but most bosses got one rider, a ride or die with them. Not this Dan Bilzerian bullshit. Ask Dan himself. Dan ain't, he said, I just want one.
You got 2 choices. You could just like do whatever you want and, you know, be free and like allow the women to be free and just use condoms with all the girls and not care about if they hook up with other guys and it's just like purely sexual and whatever. Or I think you can find a girl that you enjoy spending time with and that you actually trust each other.
Wow.
And I think it's hard to have that. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think it's unlikely to find a woman that is going to be okay with you sleeping with other women that actually cares about you for the right reasons.
You know what I'm talking about? That shit get tiring, fam. You feel me? And what's more ironic about this shit, dog, is like you got a motherfucker out here, Myron, saying he would never be in a monogamous relationship, but then uses the average man experience to justify why he isn't monogamous. That's one thing. He didn't tell you why he wouldn't be monogamous. He told you why your average man should be monogamous. Then it's like your average man doesn't have the ability to not be monogamous. So either way you look at it, bro, it's just womp, 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 womp. Charlie Brown talk.
We live in a world now where an average chick has more attention commanding capabilities than a male celebrity.
Yeah.
Right? She's constantly getting attention from men on the internet,
DMs,
dating apps, DMs, etc., all that crap, right? And on top of that, we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace where they have all the leverage. We have a bunch of
men are still expected to make the first move and pursue.
Yes,
which is like kind of the kicker to all this.
Yeah. So basically, in other words, women are no longer traditional, but men are still expected to be traditional to a degree, right? And then the other thing as well that guys got to understand is that a lot of girls don't come from a 2-parent household. A lot of girls don't have a father in their life. A lot of women don't have some type of positive masculinity in their life, etc. And you got mainstream society telling them to be hoes. You got Sex in the City telling them to go out there and be single. You got the fucking city girls telling them to go ahead and finesse dudes, get a check, blah, 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 run up a bag. You have all these negative things, right, coming in and poisoning modern day women, right? So what ends up happening is when a guy does go on a date with a girl, that girl's a byproduct of the fuckery going on in mainstream media and the modern day society, right? So you, as the man, you have to correct a lot of that. How are you going to correct that? You're going to correct it by being masculine, by being attractive, keeping your sexual market value high, by having boundaries, etc., by having other women. So the reason why I give a lot of these strategies to keep your sexual market value high and keep your masculinity on point and check girls constantly is because you're overcorrecting for all the bullshit out there that's poisoning her mind.
I agree with everything you're saying, dog. Just his solution for it is toxic, and you know, having other women, that's just gonna make a shitty situation shittier. Talking about just dating, don't shit matter anyway. Like, it's already known that everybody fucking everybody. But if you want to sit here and take somebody serious or whatnot, trying to scare her with other hoes is the absolute worst thing to do. I mean, and the only way to combat how women are being poisoned by the toxicity of 2024 is just you being a real motherfucker, right? Not tolerating bullshit. You gotta check them. You ain't gotta check them. Like, all right, you want to do this? If she gives you any red flags, if she comes across as some shit you're not fucking with, then just move on to the next. It ain't got to be on this toxic back and forth checking her and telling her shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down. Da, da, da. Like, no, is that what you want to do? I ain't doing for you. Move on to the next, and that'll be enough to make a motherfucker realize, oh shit, I need to get my fucking shit together, bro, because this motherfucker, he's the one. Just don't tolerate it. You ain't got to be disrespectful. You ain't got to fucking, be as toxic as her. Nah, fam. That ain't it. I'm straight. I mean, you like going to the club and everything. All right, nice meeting you. We could be friends. You feel me? You like drinking every goddamn day. You like doing, you like to go on boat parties and shit. No, I'm straight. You have fun in your boat parties. You just ain't funny. And that will wake a bitch up. But also make you realize who the fuck that bitch is, and you may not want to fuck with this bitch any goddamn way. But you know what I'm saying? This whole thing about checking hoes or whatever, nah, bro. You don't need to check hoes. You just need to just handle yourself like a man, handle yourself like a boss, have your non-negotiables and shit, and just be cool. It's all right. Nice meeting you. See you next time.